one is lies. The first one is truth. The second one is lies. But in between these poles, there is another element which is very, very serious, and it should guide believers as far as our decisions or discussions are concerned. Truth is obvious. It is something you can see when it is approaching. It is very clear. It is easy to detect. Lie is also very easy to detect. It is also obvious. So usually, it becomes very easier if you are working with truth, or if amalgamation or a chameleon caricature, which want to sometimes present itself a command. And as a command, we should pay every price there is to avoid or to prevent ourselves being deceived. That is why I am always and constantly expecting people to help me so that, one, I will not be deceived, neither will I become an instrument in the hands of the deceiver to deceive others. With this at the background and with this in our mind, we should also come to a point that we will be humble enough to accept all challenges, criticisms at all times. So I'm also subjecting myself for proper scrutiny. Now, for the past 2-3 days, I've been seeing some videos and some comments on Facebook about Apostle Dr. Abel Damin. So I decided, as an apologist, this is the approach I adopt in everything I do. I came to the limelight 2017 on social media after my entanglement with Abraham Ben Moshe. Before I came publicly to comment about him, I have to do whatever it takes to be under him, either covertly, let me use the word covertly, to study under him continuously for close to 6 months, just to understand him, know where he's coming from, so that I can better respond to him. Because I've been saying that a good apologist is someone who is able to accurately represent his opponent and point the loopholes in his or her thinking. The first Muslim I debated in public, I was in his group for close to 1 year. The day I came up publicly to challenge him for public debate, he thought I was something he could easily sweep under his carpet. But after the debate, the chairman of the occasion, who was a Muslim, said, "You have come here to shake the foundation of our faith. We are going to do our research and we will come back to you." Unquote. July 9, 2016. They took the video got missing. Up to today, we've not seen the video. I'm waiting for their comeback for the topic. I'm saying this to help you to know that before you comment on a man of God or a teacher, try to listen to him and see if you can understand where he is coming from. Because some public comments we make can be slip of tongue, it can be overgeneralization, it can also be made based on some assumptions. Some public statements we make can be slip of tongue, or it could be overgeneralization. Overgeneralization simply means that there are some statements they make just like that in the name of under inspiration. Or we make some comment under some assumptions. The assumptions are that, you remember those of you who sat here for close to 3 weeks to 2 months, we went through the book of Genesis systematically, particularly Genesis chapter 5. We spent close to 30 minutes on it. But within this short time, look at how I have summarized it. Even though I have done that with the assumption that everybody here was there when I was discussing it. So these are some of the things that will influence our public utterances. So when you are measuring us, you need to take time, investigate the issue, understand us first before you make a public comment about us. Now, when I started investigation, even though I've been listening to some of his messages for quite some time, but this particular issue, I went to his Facebook page, and the title of that particular event, thankfully, I watched the video, which is 1 hour 41 minutes or so. Secondly, and graciously, there was a transcript of that event there. And so the title of the program is Happy Hour Loop, Bush House, Nigeria, XLFM. XLFM, he did that on the same program, he did that at a radio station, 106.9. Studio guest, Dr. Abel Damina. Team, 30 Days of Glory. Those of you who have been following me, started a program which is a 30 days program. And so as part of the program, initial days, he did this studio interaction, responded to these questions just to whet the appetite for people to patronize the program. Interestingly, he laid a strong foundation before he reached where he reached. But for time's sake, we might not be able to go through the foundation. But there were 10, 12 questions that were asked him. The fourth or the fifth question is the question that is moving all over social media. So my question is, as apologists, can we make a decision based on that particular incident? The answer is yes, and the answer is also no. The answer is yes because I believe the 4-minute video in circulation is comprehensive enough for anyone who is informed, and I'm using the word informed. For you to be informed, you must know a bit of theology, a bit of Bible, a bit of church history to be able to sense danger. So you need some skills to be able to comprehend or pick the signals from the 4-minute video. It is no because if you don't listen to the entire video and the content and possibly get him in print, in scholarship, I don't think you can take someone on easily based on what he says. And as a scholar as he is, for us to be able to take him on, we should get him in print, like he has written, and what I've given you is right, bold, in his page. So when we are responding based on what he has said. Because listening to him, sometimes you might miss some of the things he wanted to share. This is how he started the program. Many people do not know the Bible. Many people do not know that the Bible is one book and that the entire book carries one message about one person, Christ. Agreed perfectly. This foundation, superb. I subscribe to it, and no Orthodox Christian or apologist will deny that. I've given you 2 posts. Let's look at it, let's evaluate it, then we move forward. The book as written in segment in 2 pages. The book as written is segmented in 2. The Old Testament, Jesus concealed. The New Testament, Jesus revealed. If this were to be a proper writing, ideally, he should have acknowledged who made this statement. Because in scholarship, you cannot use someone's idea and present it as yours. The Old Testament is the New Testament concealed. The New Testament is the Old Testament revealed. It's a statement by Augustine of Hippo, the 4th century theologian and an African who made that discovery and made that statement. Let's assume, because this is not a book, he did not acknowledge, so that's no problem. So I still agree to the premises he is building. The Old Testament is a darkness or a mystery. That is that which requires interpretation, whilst the New Testament is a revelation